What's up, champs? Just a quick video today. I just read an article. This is what made me make this video. I just read an article on my investing app, and it was saying how millennials aren't really prepared, or aren't even really thinking about saving for the future, which means saving for like a retirement plan. And pretty much the article broke down like a lot of what people said on Twitter, and a lot of people were saying, like, kind of like making jokes, saying like it wasn't really possible, or they're just going to be living in their basement, or by the time they retire, they can retire. That's the time they're going to be able to get an entry level job. So there's kind of people like making jokes, but it was kind of a big thing, and a lot of people were serious about it, saying they couldn't really even save about 15% of their income because of their just how high the expenses are. So that's where I kind of wanted to go. I feel like the main reason why people are getting into this situation is because they're piling on too many expenses that they can't even really pay forward yet. So they're getting, the first things first, you're getting a student loan debt. And then once you get out of college, you're looking for a car, you're looking for a place to live. Like, those things added up, you're just not going to be able to get a job that's going to be able to pay all those expenses over. So people really gotta tone it down. People just assume that since they're getting out of college, they need a car, or since they're just graduated high school, they have to hop into college. Like, we got to start being more logical about these things and not just jump in it because that's what society says is all right, and more go into something because that's the right thing to do in our situation. Everyone's situation is different, so I'll give you personally my story. So I did go to college for about a year and a half at a community college. I didn't graduate there. I was able to go there for free, so that's kind of why I picked that route. So my brother went to St. John's University, which is a lot of money a year. Now, during that situation of my time, 4 years later, my brother went. My brother went, and then 4 years later, it was my turn to go to college. And my situation wasn't lined up to do that, because I understood and I seen that he's starting to struggle with some payments and stuff like that, and he wants to do other stuff, but it's kind of holding him down. So I made the decision not to finish college and kind of find a different route and see where else I can go. And I think it was one of the best decisions I could have made, because I don't have that expense that's dragging me down. So now I don't have that that restraint on me that's keeping me somewhere, that's keeping me in a parent's basement, or that's keeping me not to be able to invest 15 to 20% of my income, or what's keeping me able to look for a car or to look for a place to live. I feel like those are things that are a lot more important to me. Education, personally for me, I like to teach myself things when I want to learn them. So when I have questions and when I am curious about something, I do my own research online through Google, YouTube, and searching through mentors that I like in that field. I feel like it's just a lot more logical to go that route. It doesn't look good, like, it's not going to look good to other people, maybe your family and stuff like that, but it is the right way to go, because you're going to be able to put away that 15 to 20%, or that $200 a month, or that $100 a week. You're going to be able to put that aside, put it into investing platforms, and able to make that grow over time, so that when you are 40, 50, 60 years old, you could cash that out and you have some money to help your family, to do things that you like. This is super important, man. You need to think about this shit. And if you guys do have any questions on how or where do you put that money, I'll be glad to answer that. Personally, for me, I just been putting my money into the stock market, and I've been also saving it also. So I feel like you got to do both. You got to have some type of cash on hand. You got to have at least an emergency fund. You got to have these basics. But once you get your emergency fund and have some cash on you, that's when you can start putting in a few dollars a week, a few dollars a month. Personally, I think most people say to invest about like 15 to 20%, but my expenses, like I said, one of the main things for me is keep your expenses as low as possible. I don't want to have to pay people out each month. I want to be able to get paid each month if possible. So I want to keep that as low as possible. So that's going to be able to make me invest more money. So I usually, personally for me, I try to invest around 40%. Sounds crazy. 30 to 40% of my income will be invested. Now, if you do the math, it works. If I did this for 40 years, the money is just going to be there, which is why it's so important for this, because we got to be thinking about our futures, because that's all we really have, man. Yeah, we have today. Yeah, live in the moment, but it makes it hard to live in the moment when you're struggling and when you're fucking doing shit you hate to pay off bills that you don't want to pay off. So it's really a rabbit hole. It's a business, so really don't fall into that. It's a business for colleges, for so many things. It's for other people to make money, not for you to make money. You don't want to fall down that hole of trying to keep up that rat race of getting the new car, getting the new apartment, getting that new house, and getting the best degree you can find. You got to be able to just shove your ego in the back seat, tell them, fucking sit down, because this is our reality. We got to start acting the way our situation really is happening and not trying to make it seem like we're fucking living a glorious life. So I hope this helps. Really, it all started with that article I just read on my investor app, and it kind of blew me away, because it's sick. I'm at the point where I need to cool myself down. I'm almost investing 60% of my income. Like, I got to be able to pull it back almost, let alone not do it at all. So I feel like that's where you kind of got to be in. You got to be on the offense and not so much be sitting on the defense and reacting to everything. You got to start fucking making shit happen. So I hope that helped. Give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, let me know. Peace.